Hey, it's Ed here for Trend Capital, and on today's video we're taking a look at Solana macro. Overall, again, I wanted to create a video that starts from the all-time highs around November 2021, and just a warning, as this still has that very decent look for a fire wave. I know Bitcoin doesn't have this great look for a fire wave downwards. Instead, it has a WXY XZ, but here on Solana, the fire wave is still very much potential, and it has a very decent look to it. Now, I'm using log chart here because regular chart is not going to be showing us the wave structures inside of these, so that's why I'm using the log scale. Now, just to be sure that you understand the count and what this means, if it is indeed a 5 wave, I don't see any structure before it, so it probably has to be the start of something. If we take out the high here, all-time highs, then it's no longer a 5 wave here, and instead it's a WXY/XZ or some kind of corrective structure. I don't see it being part of any of these previous structures, so again, to me, that would be the end of this whole thing, if we again take out the all-time high. Now, with that said, let's take a look at the structure from these lows again, starting from those lows of around, well, basically the start of the 2023. Since then, again, we had a massive push up, potential A wave or wave 1, 3 way back into wave 2 or wave B, and then we had a massive pump. Now, at the moment, this is clearly favoring the third wave instead of a C wave. Why? Because we go well beyond the 1.618 here on even log scale, and well, look at this on regular scale or arithmetic. This is definitely looking like a fire wave or the start of something. So keep that in mind. Of course, on log scale, we can still look this as a potential wave C, but it's not very likely anymore. So overall, a 3 wave to complete that wave 2, and then another 1, 2 here, and yet another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To me, again, we have some divergence here, so this is most likely the peak of RSI for this whole cycle of this move. So these areas are again thirds of all these, and again, RSI divergence are to be expected once we take out the high here again. Currently, I'm not sure if this wave 4 is done. Let's take a look at more of the local structure to see what I have prepared. So overall, let's get just a bit higher time frame, maybe 4 hour. There we go. So what we have here is for that third wave, and we're looking for that wave 4. Now we have retraced 23.6% on log scale and 38.2 on arithmetic scale, so that is fairly enough for the retracement itself. For the retracement, I've labeled this as a W, X with a triangle A, B, C, D, and E, and then another 3-way structure for that wave Y, tagging that 23.6 beautifully. And after that one, again, we had a very potential fire wave. It doesn't mean that wave 4 has to be done. This whole structure here could be just the start of wave 4. Why am I saying this? Is just because if we are comparing the size of this potential wave 4 in time, we can see the comparison here. 1-to-1 compared to wave 2 is quite small, and they are very similar. So both of them are kind of simple. None of them take out the high. In general, wave 4 are to be expected to the high here and then come down back again to sweep liquidity on both sides. So again, creating some kind of flat pattern here on wave 4 is very much more common. And as we have already a WXY here on wave 2, is more likely to create a larger flat here on wave 4. So that in mind, let's go back into the smaller time frame. Let me close that so we can actually see something. So most likely wave 4 is not complete here, but instead this would be the wave A of that wave 4, looking for a 3 wave again to sweep these highs, and then yet another structure coming down. Okay, so that is very important in my opinion. Now, a smaller time frame allows us to look for this potential structure here as a file wave, where this would be a 1, 2, yet another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with an extension of 5th, 4th, and 5th here. Again, we came down in 3 waves into previous wave 4 support area with that extension of 1 to 1, and then started to make our way up again. I had a short scenario here with this 3-way structure, and we got to that 1 to 1 and got profits. At the moment, again, it's still possible that this wave 3 is actually up in here, because we found support here at previous wave 4s. Generally, these wave 4s do like to come back to previous wave 4 areas and find support there, sweep some liquidity like we did here, and start to move up. It is very possible that again wave 5 here, 4 and 3 like so. And again, the structure inside here is not the best, but we do have some divergences formed, so again some kind of correction was to be expected here. Now obviously, if this indeed is a 5 wave, like we do expect that to be in Bitcoin, we would be seeking for a retracement and then a pump up. It would be kind of annoying if this just retraced this much, only the 38.2, instead of coming a bit lower, where we have more of a volume and support and resistance area here, and 618 as well, because again, this would be something that most of the people are not expecting, and that is very possible to see. Maybe it comes up again high for one more high, and then we get that move downwards, because again, this most likely, in my opinion, is a 5 wave that is more likely to start something than end something. We would be looking for that ABC structure like so, and this would be a zigzag, and again targeting the high here most likely. And obviously, if we have this as three ways up, sweeping the liquidity from here, we'd be seeking to create an impulsive structure downwards, where again the expectation would be a C wave down, and let's use these. Actually, let's just use minor for now. Where again C wave is expected to be a 5-way structure, or it always is a 5-way, and we're looking for smaller time frame 5 here, retracement here, looking to take a stop loss up here, and then look for that higher degree wave 5 for that larger wave structure downwards, and that is the area we'd be looking for those shorts. Again, this offers multiple different ways, because again, this is another 5 wave here. We'd be looking the exact same scenario in here for that trade, and you can see the very good risk rewards on both of these trades. And of course, one might not happen, or neither of these might happen, and this just might pump up higher. That's why we want to be seeing this kind of move to the downside before trying to catch the knife. Important areas, let's take a look at those, are here. 1.236 retracement of this original move is very important. This area here, generally 1.236 to 1.382, is the area I'd be looking for first on higher time frame. However, if we are getting this push to the downside after sweeping these highs, of course I would be looking to take this trade down here as well. But yeah, this is generally the most common area for that short area, to look for that reversal before this whole dump. It doesn't even need to be coming down below the wave A, but generally it is more common to have an expanded flat than a regular flat or a running flat where we don't come back previous or below the wave A. Okay, so that is the expectations for Solana. We have the macro picture, and now we're just going to be seeing how this whole thing plays out, and probably going to be making an update video on that. If you're looking to take the signals for these kind of trades, check us out on our Discord server, and of course there's a copy trade available as well for OIS trades. And yeah, if you're interested in getting smaller fees for the futures trades, check us out on BingX and BigGet for the referral code. That helps us a ton as well. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and catch you again once something happens. Bye bye.